Nanded University. We are happy to welcome Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar for inaugurating another venture in the educational field. So we are happy about it. We also welcome Dr. Priyadarshini Karve, who is going to be the first maiden lecturer for the series. She is also a well-known figure, environmentalist, director of Samyukit Enviro, and very appropriate that she will open this particular series. So welcome to her again. I welcome all the registered participants who have joined this series. I think we have more than 50 participants who are registered, and I also welcome others who have been invited to join the inaugural, and they can also join the first lecture which immediately follows. This particular. I also welcome all our Prerana members and our friends from various fields. So it is very exciting moment for us. The moment has arrived, and we are happy to start. I don't want to take much of time in explaining to you the background of the series. But I think all of you know about it. I'd just like to only briefly cover our objectives. So our objectives of taking up such a series is to provide opportunity to the energy professionals, energy managers in the industries, energy engineers, utility managers and utility engineers, energy auditors, and others engaged in the energy, renewable energy, sustainability field to update their knowledge about the new developments and technologies which are taking place, especially in the energy conservation, energy efficiency, different renewable energy sectors, different rules, laws, regulations, which are constantly changing these days in electricity, energy, and renewable energy sectors, sustainable architecture, green building, environmental sector, climate change, global warming, sustainability, and R&D innovation in various fields. We are going to cover all these, fields which I have mentioned just now. We have identified about 26 sectors. And also we have identified the speakers who we are going to approach one by one to take up lectures in this. And of course, we want to ensure the lectures will be a quality lecture. Speakers will be of that repute, nationally, internationally, they will be of repute. We hope that energy managers and energy engineers in the small, medium, and large industries, designated consumers, those from the commercial complexes, offices, commercial establishment will be benefited. Similarly, the energy auditors who have joined and will be joining, as well as the energy auditors of building, energy professionals, energy consultants, maintenance managers, engineers, discom engineers, power system engineers, professors and students, especially must make a mention of professor, teachers, and students. The students of especially those who are learning, master's level of energy, for example, MTech Energy System or Center for Energy Studies, MBA Environment, Energy and Environment of Symbiosis, and Master of Sustainable Architecture. Some of them have to join. Then in various institutions, executives of various industries, and so on. So this is, some of them have joined. I welcome all the students and teachers as well of all these three institutions who have joined. They are registered and joined. As we have already explained, this series, we will be having all lectures on first Sundays of the month. At today, our first lecture will be at 11:15 because we are having this inaugural function up to 11 o'clock. So we will be starting immediately after this program, but we will leave some 5 minutes gap. So maybe 11:15 we will start. The program is like this, that the lecture will be for about 45 minutes or so, plus minus a few minutes, followed by a question and answer session about 10 to 15 minutes. And needless to say, all our lectures will be online, so they will be all, I must say that, with this program, we will be not only going nationally, because there are, especially the Kirloskar people right from MP to South, they have all joined. So it is truly national, but we are also international because I think some of our friends from in US and Dubai, they are also likely to join. More will be, of course, explained by Asmita at the end. we will be informing all the participants well in advance about the topics, and also the link will be also sent by Aspeta. Okay. And one more thing which she will again repeat is that PPTs of lectures will be made available, provided, of course, the speakers allow us to do so. And the recordings, this program will be also recorded. So recording will be available, but access will have to be obtained from Asmita Marathi. Okay, so this is all that I wanted to share. I don't want to take much of your time. So with again wishing all good lecture, and I hope this lecture series will be able to satisfy all our participants from various places. It will meet their expectations. With this, I would like to close. Thanking you everyone again. Over to Asmita.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the introduction. I would like to also add that we have more than 50 participants who have registered for the same. Now I would request our senior member, Shri Shaligram sir, to please welcome our chief guest and introduce our chief guest.
Thank you, Aspita. Good morning to everybody. It is always a great pride and honor to be given the task of introducing Dr. Vidyasagar, who is not only worthy of emulation because of his achievements in life, but mostly because he is like us. Today, he comes us to grace us all with his presence, to share with us his story and inspire us to work hard and achieve our dreams, no matter how difficult the road may be. Just I would like to introduce Dr. Vidyasagar in a few words. Dr. Vidyasagar has spent a long time of his career in teaching and research in physics department of Savitribai Phule Pune University. During his tenure, he was head of the physics department. He was a director for University and College Development Board, director Energy Department, director Management Council, etc. From 2013 to 2018, he chaired Vice Chancellor of Swami Ramananda Tirtha, Marathwada University, Nanded, and during this period, this university received NAC A recognition. His research is well acknowledged nationally and internationally. He was guide for 16 PhD and 19 MPhil students. A lot of research paper of his are published in various magazines. He had a great contribution in encouraging science and technology. He is participating actively in Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, Marathi Vigyan Parishad. He had given so far more than 500 lectures and written 16 books, 500 articles, 20 short films, and he had given 25 radio speeches on science. His book Super Clone has been translated in Kannada and Hindi, and is a textbook in Savitribai Phule Pune University for MA Marathi course. In fact, his book Ovi Gau Vigyanachi, it is in Marathi, has been translated in Hindi as well as in English. Dr. Vidyasagar was awarded for his splendid work by many institutes. He was awarded M.W. Chitulkar Award from Indian Physics Association, Best Teacher from Savitribai Phule Pune University, Vidya Vyas Puraskar by Vidya Sahakari Bank, Dr Priyadarshini Award by Maharashtra Sahitya Parishad for Best Science Writing Fiction, Maharshi Panjabiraw Deshmukh Award, Vidyanisha Puraskar, Swatantraveer Savarkar Puraskar, and so many. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar, and I would request Dr. Vidyasagar to give his address to all the participants of this inaugural function of Energy Knowledge Lecture Series. Thank you.
Gentlemen, I request you to clap, online to welcome Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Asmita.
Yes, I would now request our today's chief guest, Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar, who happened to be my faculty also when I was doing my MTech in energy studies. So request you, sir, to please address our gathering today.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
The dignitaries present on this occasion, Sri Gandhiji, Asmita ji Marathe, then we have Sri Shaigram ji, and Mr. Chauhan, and many other participants, and invited lecturer Priya, who has been our student at the PG department. I'm very happy to be associated with this program because Gandhiji has put long and sustained efforts in uplifting the awareness as well as other aspects of energy for a long time. As he has mentioned, we were together at Savitribai Phule Pune University when we started first MTech course in Maharashtra. And incidentally, it was the first industry-academia interaction which has been running for so many years in a successful manner. And many students got benefited out of it. So the initial efforts were put by Sri Gandhiji. Now, apart from that, there are many activities which he has been carrying out through this Prerana Society, and I have been associated with that also for a long time. Now, energy is a very important topic, as we know, and there are many experts who are listening this, so I may not elaborate on that. And this is a measure of development. I mean, this is a cause of development. It is a measure of development also. And as you can see that United States, which is the most developed country, uses the maximum, means right now, means in future it will change because China is overtaking. But right now we can say that United States, which is most developed, is using higher or highest part of the energy. And as you go to the less developing countries, then this proportion will go less and less. And that will be also a problem of, this kind of difference in energy availability, energy production, energy utilization is also a cause of concern. And maybe in later stage, this also will have to be addressed by Prerana. You know that there was an effort to see that whether there is life in the universe. And there was a program which was launched under Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, SETI. And what was the principle which was followed? That how do you search for extraterrestrial intelligence? And one of the parameters was that the amount of energy which is used by that species over there. So that is how energy is a very important aspect of our life. And I'm very happy that various aspects will be covered under this series, because this series is known as Energy Knowledge Lecture Series. So knowledge is different than information. So we are not only sharing the information, but we are dealing with the deeper aspects of that subject. And that is very important. And that is why this name, Energy Knowledge Lecture Series, is very appropriate. And various aspects will be covered, as Mr. Gandhi has already mentioned, that right from production, distribution, utilization, safety, security, and many other aspects we'll have to look into. Now, the main problem which we are facing right now is the type of sources which we are using. And there are various sources at present which are there from where we get the energy. They are coal, then gas, oil, then hydro, nuclear, solar, wind, and there are few more which are coming like fusion in nuclear, aspect we are talking about. But hydrogen is another source which is being talked about, and there are a lot of efforts which are being done in India also. But I would suggest that in hydrogen production, there are some unconventional ways which are also being tapped. And one of the ways is to see that whether we can produce hydrogen through photosynthetic process. You know that the plants are capable of carrying out photosynthesis process, and in which the light energy is fixed in the form of chemical energy. But this is the main aspect. But there is a side means product also, and where a little amount of hydrogen is produced. But now scientists have found out a way by which we can increase that production. So less photosynthesis and more hydrogen production. And interestingly, this process is replenishable. Means you can actually, when this algae which is being used for this production becomes weak, then you can switch again to photosynthetic process so that it becomes stronger, and again use it for the hydrogen. So there are unconventional ways of say getting the energy sources. So we should deal with them also. Or recently reported effort, that is a fusion effort, because fission is very well known, and but fusion is very difficult. But now scientists have succeeded in carrying out that process, so that we can extract lot amount of energy from that. Now, where are we going as a world? We can say that what is the position of India? That is very important. That the energy demand of India is growing. And by next 10-15 years, it will be growing by 9%. So right now we are at the third place, and we are using this energy next to, say, China or USA. But in 2035, the situation will change. China will actually supersede USA, and we'll be following it. And that will be a great challenge, because if we have to really sustain that demand, then we'll have to search for various resources. But the main problem is that when we are doing that, are we causing harm to the environment? And that is a very serious aspect of all this. You know that Stephen Hawking has said that this earth, with the rate at which we are going, or we are carrying out the destruction of the earth will not be suitable to stay or dwell after 100 years. And this is a very serious warning which has been given by a very top scientist. Now, why that is so? Because there are many other effects which are more destructive when we are, say, utilizing the resources. First thing, we are depleting the resources. And second thing is that we are causing a lot of harm to the climate. And also the, say, other aspects, soil and air and sound, and so many types of pollutions which we are facing. So we'll have to seriously think about the sustainable development, where we generate the methods or use the methods which are not destructive in nature. So on one side we are gaining, but on the other side we are losing. And I'm very happy that today's lecture is on carbon footprinting. And Priyadarshini Karve has been working in this area for a long time, and she has made significant contributions to the field. And so we always feel proud of her achievements. So on this occasion, I'd like to add a few comments as far as National Education Policy 20 is concerned, because this aspect is very important, and this should be the part of our, say, teaching learning process. But interestingly, in National Education Policy structure, what is happening? There is a disturbance. So in National Education Policy structure, there is a lot of flexibility which is given to the students to opt for the modules which are not offered by that institute. So student is free to opt the modules which are offered by other organizations outside the institute where he is learning. And on that count, what I feel is that Prerana should come out with the modules. If we come out with the modules which can be offered, which are output oriented, which are not of a general type, or which are not only to make the awareness, but given some deeper knowledge in a particular aspect. If we can develop modules of equivalent to 2 credits, which are outcome oriented, then these modules,
what they did is that first with the mics.
Somebody has kept their mic
Started
on.
with the
Please switch off.
general standards.
Prakash
you can
Patil,
switch from
Prakash
your
Patil. Yeah,
side.
I'm doing, sir. He is again and again unmuting
Acha.
himself.
No, you instruct
Prakash
her.
Patil, Mr. Prakash Patil, please mute your mic.
So what I suggest is that if we can produce the modules equivalent of 2 credits, which are output oriented, which can be offered by the students at any college, at any institute or any university department. And I think that will bring in the audience, which is younger, which is with many ideas, which has a creative ability. And I think it will be a great contribution from the Prerana to the educational system. And this is possible because there is a lot of freedom given into the new model which we are adopting. And students are required to undertake modules which are in the interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary area. And energy being a multidisciplinary aspect, because it involves not only science and technology, but there are many social, psychological, economical, and many other aspects which are part of this study. And that's why it gives an ideal multidisciplinary module which can be opted by the students in various institutes. So I think that this would add an additional dimension to the effort which has been started by Dr. Gande and his colleagues. And I am sure that this will go in a long way to create not only awareness in energy area, but provide in-depth knowledge of the problems which we will be facing in future. So with these words, I thank organizers for inviting me to inaugurate this particular activity, and I wish a great success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
I just want to interrupt for a second.
Yes.
It is always, so wonderful to listen to a scientist. He takes us to a different level. And I have heard with Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar several times. And when you hear him, you hear, aspect which we never come across in normal life. I remember Dr. Bide, who along with Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar started the course. He was so fluent, even if he talks for 1 hour or 1.5 hours, we were all mesmerized. So also Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar. So I'm really thankful to Dr. Pandit Sagar for such a wonderful, discourse that he has given. Thank you very much, Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar.
Thank you very much.
Back to us.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you. So we are really honored to have you, sir, to grace our lecture series with your presence, and you have delivered such an inspiring speech. We will surely think of this 2 credit course, which is a mandate for national education policy. Thank you once again. Now I would request our senior member, Shri PG Chauhan, sir, to give his concluding remarks and vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Welcome to all participants in this expedition of learning. See, in our culture, Rigveda, there is really one wonderful Bhadra Sutra. It says, Ano Bhadraha Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha. Means what? All the good things, good thoughts, good karma should come in our directions. And when it comes to us and when we learn out of it, Ramdas Swami has given a very wonderful advice. He says, जे जे आपणाशी ठावे ते ते सकळाशी सांगावे, शहाणे करून सोडावे सकळ जन. So 2 eminent personalities in this particular field of shahane karun sodave sakal jana, they are blessing Prerana on this occasion. Dr. Vidyasagar, of course, everybody knows him. He is the eminent scientist, and he has a keen interest in spreading of knowledge, particularly though he started in physics, but he has also cared about the layman and published so many literatures in Marathi language so that easily the thought can go to the common people. Same is the devotion and the intensity at which Dr. Priyadarshini Karve is working for environment. Untiring efforts throughout her life she is doing for single cause, and that has been recognized not only nationally but internationally also. I'm really proud on behalf of Prerana Society that on a beginning of a new venture, we got blessing of these two, I can say modern day rishis working in this particular area. I am also thankful to all the dignitaries who are attending this function and all those people who are interested in energy, working with energy in different forms. Some are industrialists, some are say consultants, and some are doing some business related to energy. So this is a gathering of like-minded people, and I am really happy that I am part of this particular gathering, which started with a small, humble beginning 10, 12 years back, and now we are reaching to some maturity level in the field of energy. I am thankful to everybody, from our main speaker to all the people who are attending this and finding time to attend this particular function. So thank you very much. Over to Asmita, madam.
Yes. So thank you, Chavan sir, and thank you all. We will start our lecture at 11:15. Till that time, we will just show you the glimpses of our recently happened function. That is, we have celebrated 13th anniversary of Prerana Energy Professionals Cooperative Society Limited on 1st of May. So you can continue attending it, or some of you, if you want to take a break, you can join at 11:15. Till that time, we will have this glimpses of our recent function. Thank you.
Link
Okay,
will be the
thank you
same.
very much.
Link will be the same. Thank you.
Yes, the link will remain same for the lecture.
Thank you, Gandhiji.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.